So changes that I made for last week's was adding two or three different tables into the scheme of things. Added these tables to add more sensibility to like the services that are provided, as well as showing the breeds with the ID of the pets. And this just helps organize the appointments, and as well as that gives everything a number at the end of the day. So if we look here, this is the clients associated with an ID, of course, as well as with the pets and the client's ID. And then I added this breeds one, so it takes the ID of the pets and adds a breed number, adds them to a breed. As well as that, I added this service ID. I think this one was my favorite one I added. The reason I added this one was to help with the appointments section, appointments tables. This is because I feel like the appointments would be a lot harder to manage with everything in that table. This service table just gives an ID to all the different things that can be done for um, the appointments wise, and gives a description as well. So this can change, you can add to it, but for the most part, it just gives an ID number for what will be happening, or what that service is. And then I updated that on to the appointments. So the appointments had that number one, which is grooming was completed. Number two, that visit is scheduled, and so on and so forth. This appointment ID just shows the idea of which the appointment and the service ID number to kind of show that. Um, yeah, I think the most difficult part for me was sometimes when I was writing this update for pets and breed ID here, using that where statement. Um, there was a safety guard or safety protocol. I don't know what it was called exactly. I guess I could look. Actually, no, my computer shut down halfway through, so I don't think it's on my outputs, action outputs anymore. But when I first put that in there, there was like a safety warning. It was a different. I had to format it differently than I had it before, and I'd had to change the settings for some reason to be able to run that correctly. So I had to change this up a bit to get it to run properly. But yeah, I'll show you this as well. This was just showing all the data. This is all of it together, put that together. So it was kind of cool, just showing that normal tab. I think this was how it looked before, but yeah, it was a fun little project. I added a few things that I thought would be nice for the business wise. Um, but yeah, that was how this week went. I'll run through this code so you can see it a little bit slowly. And yeah, that was it for me today. Appreciate it.